crochet stitch is called interlocking rows. I'm using 3 colors. I'm using number 4 worsted yarn and a G hook. So it depends on how tight you work. You can change it to the size you need. So let's start this. I made an even number of chains and I single crocheted starting on the second chain from the hook, and so that means I have 15 single crochets, and there's 2 setup rows. So I make my last one, but I go halfway because I'm going to add my new yarn right there. On the second setup row, I'm using my new yarn, making a slip knot. That's what I do when I start a new color, just because it feels more secure. So I have my 2 loops around my hook, and I bring my slip knot and tighten it, and then pass it through those 2. And therefore I have the old color there with the old stitch. Let me get these. And I have the new color for the next row. So once I have my new color there, I am going to chain 1 and turn. Now I'm going to single crochet on that first stitch, and I am going to chain 1 and skip 1. Single crochet on the next stitch, chain 1 and skip 1. Single crochet on the next one, chain 1 and skip 1. Single crochet on the next, chain 1 and skip 1. Single crochet on the next, chain 1 and skip 1. Single crochet on the next, chain 1 and skip 1. Single crochet on the next, chain 1 and skip 1. So that's my last one here, and I am going to go only halfway. So now I have my 2 loops on my hook, and I need to change colors. Okay, so now we have our 2 foundation rows. I have the 2 loops on my hook from the last stitch, and I have my slip knot from the new color, and I hold on to that yarn and pass the new yarn through. So once you have that, you're going to chain 1 and turn. So now we see that we have a foundation row. So I need to always single crochet on that first stitch and on the last one. So now yarn over, and we go into that first foundation row. That one there, and double crochet, chain 1, yarn over. The chain 1 is to replace that single crochet that we're skipping, and we go into the next stitch but below, into that first foundation row. So double crochet there and chain 1 and skip 1, double crochet on the next one, chain 1, yarn over, skip that one, which is the single crochet, go into the foundation row and double crochet there, chain 1, skip the single crochet, go into the foundation row, the first one, and double crochet there, chain 1, skip the next, go into the first foundation row, double crochet and chain 1, yarn over, skip that one, go into that foundation row, the first one, and double crochet there, and then we have that last stitch in which we need to single crochet. But remember that we need to leave those 2 loops there because that's the first part of the last stitch. So now we're going to take the first color that we used, hold on to that brown, and pass the gray through, and chain 1 and turn. So now we're going to single crochet into that first stitch, always single crochet at the beginning and at the end on the first and the last stitch. So now I have a double crochet there, therefore I'm going to chain 1 and double crochet into the second foundation row, right in there, and chain 1, double crochet into that second foundation row, double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, skip this one, go into the second foundation row, double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, skip that one, go into that second foundation row, double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, go into that second crochet foundation row and chain 1, yarn over, skip that one, go into there, double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, and now we don't have anything, so we chain 1 because it replaces that double crochet, and we go into the last stitch, oops, and halfway. Now I bring my next color, which is the yellow, and finish my stitch, chain 1 and turn. So next row we are going to single crochet into that first stitch, oops, and I go into the foundation row on that 2 rows below, so bring my yarn up and double crochet and chain 1, skip that one, go into 2 rows down and double crochet and chain 1, yarn over, skip that one, go into that stitch 2 rows below on the second row below and double crochet and chain 1, yarn over, skip that, go on the row below, double crochet there and chain 1, yarn over, skip that one, go on that row below, double crochet there, chain 1, yarn over, go on the row below, double crochet there, chain 1 because it replaces that one, and then go on the row below, double crochet there, and now I don't have anything else, so that means I single crochet on that last one, and I leave my 2 loops from the last stitch, hold on to that yellow and pass the brown through. So there we go. Chain 1 and turn. Now single crochet, and you repeat those 2 rows, so yarn over, no, you chain 1, yarn over, and go into, because that is immediately right there, so you have to go chain 1 to replace the double crochet, and then you go to the row below. Whoops. And that's it. You repeat the last 2 rows for the distance that you wish, and I'm going to show you how to finish it. So once I have the length that I want, I'm going to finish my piece, because you can't leave it like that with all those holes there. So pass my yarn through and chain 1, and now I am going to do my single crochet there and another single crochet on top of the double crochet and a double crochet on the last, on the row below, and then single crochet on the next and double crochet on the row below and single crochet on the next and double crochet on the row below and single crochet on top of the double crochet and double crochet on the row below and single crochet on top of the double crochet and double crochet on the row below and single crochet and double crochet and single crochet and double crochet and single crochet and double crochet and single crochet on the last one. Whoops. And you're done. Pass your yarn through, and that's it. Look how pretty that looks. You could make another single crochet row to match the bottom, to match where you started, but that's the way it looks, and that's the way it should. You should finish it. And thank you for watching. Share us with your friends and like our page and subscribe and keep watching us. We'll have more things coming.